Ross-Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCoby. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this.
He caught it, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
That's caught. It's Graham.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. Just what this offense was sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good one.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. And the Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. On the move, it's McCoby. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And he makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Purdue! And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's McCovey. And they swarm him under. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Got his man quickly. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Ball. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Little touch pass to the receiver. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. Need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's a return from midfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Bring him the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's ball. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity.
Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose
the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Ross. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way...
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of time.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's reeled in. It's Watson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And well, good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Makes the catch. It's McCoby. Ripping through the defense. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Motion from the wideout. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Punts it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Defense wants to bring the heat. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Graham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's McCoby. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun. Wants to pass. It's complete. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. coming into this game. He wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's ball. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Pulled down for the tackle. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep in. He'll take the deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in. The Boilermakers are marching down the field.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Under fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Smith. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Scanning the field, it's Sayed. Trying to set up the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.